Hey guys, Brian Skaggs here with Starving Entrepreneur, and I have with me Miss Jen from Heart and Core. We talk about a lot of different success stories. We talk about a lot of different the ebbs and flows of business and being of an entrepreneur and everything. And so we're here in Minneapolis, Minnesota with my company 413 Marketing Group doing some video shoots. You can see the airplanes flying around us back here and everything. Tons of people here. We're at Mall of America. Very interesting place. But while we're here, we wanted to talk to Jen about some of the things that she's been through as an entrepreneur herself, and some of the ups and downs, and her story of being an entrepreneur, just like what you've seen on it. So, Jen, tell me, what is it something that's that some of the challenges you have faced as an entrepreneur with Heart and Core?
I think for us, there have been several things. Startup is, of course, not easy. For us, we were trying to manufacture originally sports bras, and it was a complicated process. It was a complicated bra, had a lot of steps to it in the production of it, and because of that, we tried to do it in. We originally started it overseas. We tried to bring it back here. So that manufacturing has probably been one of our toughest things to manufacture or to deal with. And so now we are finally, 6 years later, and focusing on post-surgical bras, we're finally able to find manufacturing in the U.S. and still maybe doing a little bit overseas, but I think that would probably be the biggest thing for us.
What's one of the biggest wins that you've had recently within Heart and Core?
Our biggest win has probably been we are getting ready to launch a new bra, the Elizabeth bra, and we're really excited about that because it can be done in the U.S., but also it is being well received by our hospitals and clinics that we've gone back to after they've been using the Bonita bra and kind of struggled with all the different sizes that were available. And with this bra, it's more generic sizing, and it's going to be easier to use in a hospital or clinic setting. So they've all come back and said, yes, we want to try this product, and I feel confident that they'll all be ordering with us too. So we have those good relationships, and I think that's key, is the communication and the relationships with your customers.
So would you say that entrepreneurship is an easy thing, a hard thing, a thing that people should look into doing? What would your advice be to someone who's looking at becoming an entrepreneur and starting a business?
For me, I would say it's not for the faint of heart. You have to be a jack of all trades. You have to be prepared to figure out how to do financing. You have to be prepared how to handle manufacturing. So much of the logistics that goes into everything you do. Sales, and you have to learn how to do it. No one else can. You can't afford to hire people immediately. So you're learning as you go. And so I really think that you definitely have to have a passion behind what you're doing, because on the days when you want to ram your head into a wall, you need to have,
which is pretty often.
You've never seen that happen. You have to be able to pick yourself up by your bootstraps and move forward. And then the next day will be a good day, and then the day after could be, a bad day again. So I think if you've got that drive and that passion and that wanting to learn, you can make it happen. But it's a long road and not an easy one.
But what would be the one piece of advice you have for somebody that says, I want to start a business? I hear what you're saying, but if you had one nugget to give somebody, what would that nugget be?
I think for us, or personally, I think is really start small. Whatever it is, start small. Our first production, we did way too much production initially, and with your manufacturing a product, you need to start small, and even if it's more expensive, do it in the U.S., do it someplace locally where you can, sorry, distracted. You have to be able to
We're at the Mall of America,
What do you expect? You have to be able to handle it on a small scale and then grow it from there. It's just going to be way easier on your finances, and you'll really be happy that you started small and grew from there. Going immediately overseas or anything like that, you're asking for trouble. I can attest to that.
Well, there's a lot of things like what we say that entrepreneurs go through depending on what it is their business and industry is, and everybody goes through different challenges, everybody has different wins. But the biggest thing is that just by hearing Jen's story with what they do with Hard and Core and stuff, and some of the small little things, that there are many, many more things that will probably never be said or told about what goes through, and future challenges and everything. But the biggest thing is that just keep your head up and to keep going with it. Because it never gets easier until you retire, and probably even after that it's not easy. So success is not an easy road. It is one that is worked for, it is one that is fought for, and whenever you do those two things and put in the work behind it, it blossoms. So any other thing you want to say?
Just keep working hard and really make sure that you like what you're doing most days, and if you don't, then you need to be doing something else, because like Brian said, it doesn't get any easier. You just have to figure it out and go with your successes and celebrate them and enjoy the ride.
So with that being said, go out, make your dreams happen, and just push harder every single day, and then you guys can make these things happen. So thanks for Jen for being here to share her story here. Thanks for letting us be in Minneapolis in the Mall of America, and we apologize about the audio and kids. So we'll see you around. Thanks.